Hana's Writers, Podcast 33. How AI May Change the Future Relationship Between Readers and Stories, and What This Means for Writers. Introduction. Welcome back to the Hana's Writers podcast. In our previous episode, we explored how writers can transform their creative ideas into digital products and income streams using AI tools. We discussed how storytelling is expanding beyond traditional publishing and becoming part of a much larger creative ecosystem. But today, we want to focus on something even more fundamental: the relationship between readers and stories themselves. Because throughout history, storytelling has always been built on a simple connection. A writer creates a story. A reader experiences it. But artificial intelligence may begin changing how that relationship works, not by replacing stories, but by transforming how readers interact with them. And this could create entirely new opportunities and new challenges for writers. Stories have always evolved. The relationship between audiences and stories has never remained static. In ancient times, stories were oral experiences shared in communities. Later came books, newspapers, radio dramas, films, television, and digital media. Every technological shift changed how audiences experience storytelling, and each transformation also changed the role of the storyteller. Today, AI may become the next major shift in this long creative evolution. From passive readers to active participants. Traditionally, readers have mostly been passive participants. They follow the story created by the writer from beginning to end. But AI introduces the possibility of more dynamic experiences. Readers may soon interact with stories in ways that feel more personal and responsive. For example, stories may adapt to reader choices. Characters may respond differently depending on interaction. Narratives may evolve based on reader preferences or emotional engagement. This changes the reader's role from observer to participant. Personalized story. Experiences. One of the most fascinating possibilities created by AI is personalization. In the future, readers may not all experience the exact same version of a story. Different readers might explore different narrative paths. Some may focus on mystery, others on emotional relationships, others on world building or action. AI systems could adapt narrative emphasis depending on reader interaction. For writers, this creates exciting creative possibilities. But it also introduces new questions about structure, narrative design, and audience engagement. Writers as experience designers. As storytelling becomes more interactive, the writer's role may evolve again. Writers may become not only storytellers, but also designers of experiences. Instead of creating only one fixed narrative, writers may design story worlds that allow multiple journeys. This does not reduce creativity. In many ways, it expands it. Writers can build richer worlds, deeper characters, and more flexible narrative systems. AI simply helps manage the complexity of these creative environments. Emotional connection still matters. Despite all these technological changes, one thing remains essential: emotion. Readers connect with stories because stories make them feel something: hope, curiosity, fear, love, inspiration. AI may change how stories are experienced, but the emotional heart of storytelling still comes from human imagination. Technology can support storytelling structures, but emotional authenticity comes from the writer. This means writers remain at the center of meaningful storytelling. Community-driven storytelling. Another important shift may be the rise of community-driven storytelling. Readers may increasingly become part of the creative process itself. Communities may discuss story directions, vote on narrative developments, contribute ideas and interpretations. AI platforms may help organize these interactions dynamically. This creates a more collaborative relationship between writers and audiences. Stories become living creative ecosystems rather than static products. Opportunities for writers. For writers, these changes create many new opportunities. Writers may build stronger relationships with audiences, develop interactive story experiences, create long-term creative communities, and experiment with storytelling formats that were previously impossible. AI tools can help writers explore these possibilities without needing massive production teams or technical resources. This makes innovation more accessible to independent creators. Challenges and responsibility. Of course, every technological shift also creates challenges. Writers will need to think carefully about balance. How much personalization is too much? How do you maintain artistic integrity in interactive environments? How do you protect the emotional core of storytelling while using advanced technology? These are creative questions, not only technical ones, and the writers who navigate them thoughtfully may help shape the future of storytelling itself. The role of Hanaz Writers. AI. At Hanaz Writers, we believe the future of storytelling should empower both writers and audiences. Our tools are designed to support creativity, exploration, and experimentation. We want writers to feel free to imagine new possibilities, to explore new storytelling formats, and to develop stronger connections with readers in this evolving digital world. Because technology should expand creative opportunity, not limit it. Looking toward the future. As we look ahead, the relationship between readers and stories may become more interactive, more personal, and more collaborative than ever before. Stories may evolve continuously, audiences may participate more directly, and writers may create experiences rather than only fixed narratives. But no matter how technology changes, one truth remains constant. Stories will always begin with imagination, and imagination begins with the writer. Final thoughts. As we conclude episode 33, we want to encourage writers to remain open to experimentation. The future of storytelling is still being written, and today's writers have an opportunity to help shape it. Artificial intelligence will continue to evolve, but meaningful storytelling will always depend on creativity, emotion, and human vision. In episode 34, we will explore how AI is helping writers build faster, smarter, and more collaborative creative workflows. Until next time, keep writing, keep imagining, and keep shaping the future of storytelling with Hanaz Writers AI.